What is box sizing? It is a property that will tell whether to include padding and border or not when calculating the height and width of an element. Okay, simple guys. Let's see that with an example. Here in my HTML, I have two divs with class box1 and box2. Okay, and if I go to CSS, I have taken box1 and I have given width as 400 pixel and height as 300 pixel and background color red. Okay, so let's go to browser. Yeah, this is our box. And guys, basically this is what we call as box model, which is nothing but it's just like a skeleton of our element. It will show everything about our element, like margin, padding, border, everything. So let's go to VS Code. Yeah. So first thing what we'll do is that let's take box sizing. Okay, box sizing, and let's take the value as content box. Okay, content box. Now let's go to browser. Yeah, nothing will happen, but I want you guys to observe the size of this box. Okay, so let's go to VS Code, and now let's add our first beautiful property, that is padding. So I'll take padding as 50 pixel on all sides. Okay, simple. Now let's go to browser. Yeah, you see guys, if you observe, our box size has grown now. Okay, and if you see, the width is 400 and padding 50 pixel on all sides. Now let's go to VS Code and let's add some border. So let's take border and let's write 10 pixel solid black. Okay, simple. 10 pixel solid black. Let's go to browser. Yeah, you see our box has grown little bit more and we got 10 pixel border on each sides, and this is showing 9.6. Don't confuse guys, it is just browser rendering our border pixels in that way. Okay, so basically the concept is that when we are taking content box, once you fix the width and height of the element, still your box is growing when you give padding and border. Okay, according to the padding and border, your box is still growing even though when you already have given width and height of your box. Okay, this is the behavior of content box guys. Okay, but this is not good, right? For example, let's say you're working with cards and you have given some fixed amount of width to all cards and you have added some padding to that to do some design or whatever. Now when you keep on adding padding, if the box size getting increases, it will be weird, right? So for that reason we have one more value, that is border box. Okay, so let's go to VS Code. Yeah, what I'll do is that, so first let's copy this one. Okay, and let's paste it here. Okay, and let me change the name to box2 and let's comment these two things for now. Okay, yeah, awesome. Let's go to browser. Yeah, oh sorry, let's take some height first. Okay, let's quickly write here body and then let's take some height. I'll give height as 200 viewport height. Okay, awesome. And after that let's maybe take one div, right, and let's give some gap. Okay, yeah, awesome. Now if I go to browser, you see guys, this is our first box with value content box and this is our second box with value border box. Okay, so let's go to VS Code and now let me add these two things. Okay, yeah, awesome. Now you will see the magic. If I go to browser, you see both are having same width and same height, both are having same padding and border, but the size of first box is bigger than the size of second box. This is because of content box and border box. Okay, so if you see here, in case of border box, what will happen is that width and height will adjust themselves according to the padding and border that you will give. Okay, if I show you the picture, if you see here, our width is there. Along with width, if you give any padding and border, they will come inside the width. Okay, the box will not grow. I hope you are getting the difference. Whatever the padding and border that you will give, they will come inside the width. Width will adjust by itself and height also. Okay, so if I go to document, if you see, we have given width as 400 pixel, right? So if I go to browser, so padding 50 plus 50, 100, and then border 10 plus 10, 20, 120, 120 plus width 280, 400, right? So our width 400 pixel is adjusted like this. Okay, and same goes with height. So this is the difference between border box and content box guys. Now coming to the main concept, all HTML elements will have default value as content box. However, some browsers may apply default value as border box to some elements like table elements and their cells like TD, TH and select, button, text area, etc. And this varies depending on browser and elements. Okay, that is why to maintain that consistency and to get the full control over the elements, we always use in starting itself that box sizing is border box. Okay, and we also have one more value guys, total 3. One is content box, second one is border box, and third one is padding box. But that is no longer supported, so let's not talk about that. Let's talk about second thing. When you see any CSS code or any tutorial, in starting itself along with box sizing, they will also write margin as 0 and padding as 0. So guys, the reason is every HTML element will have default margin and padding, and that will be different in different browsers. To get that consistency, no matter where your website or web page is running, in which browser it is running, to get that consistency and to get the control over the elements, in first itself we provide margin as 0 and padding as 0. Okay, maybe let me show you that. So let's go to HTML. I'll first comment all these things. Okay, and what I'll do is that let's take h1. Okay, and let's write hello. Let's take p tag and let's write hi, subscribe. Okay, something. Yeah, if you see here, if I inspect this h1, you see we are having default font size, default margin. Likewise, if I inspect on the paragraph, here also we'll have some margin, like you can see here, 16 pixel. Okay, so that is why we always provide margin 0 and padding 0 in starting itself to get that full control over all the elements. Okay, so this is all about box model and box sizing property, guys. I hope you guys have learned something. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.